in our new camper. It's a 2023 No Boundaries 19.1 toy hauler. And we've had it for just a few weeks. We've made 2 trips in it, 2 small trips. And I'd like to show you around the kitchen. This is up in the front where the tongue is. Yeah, the front of the camper. And first of all, here's the bed. It is a full queen size bed. We have put a topper on it, a 3-inch memory foam topper, and it's roomy enough. On this side, there is a little headboard, I guess you'd call it, with some cup holders, which are nice, and some little storage units. We don't put our heads down there, though. We keep our heads up at this end. I guess I would rather my feet bump the headboard than my head bump that headboard, but for our personal preferences, this works best. And it's got a lot of windows, and it's roomy enough for us. We're not real small people. Guard is about 6'3", and I'm about 5'6", and we fit here along with Spike too, so we're all comfortable. Above the bed is storage with lights, and there's a switch here to turn them off or on. And there's some lights here. They're ones that you can turn off and on with a little button there independently. Right over here is what you might call a nightstand, and it has outlets here and a door that either allows you to hang hangers, or I think this bar will come out. I'm thinking maybe it will.
It'll come out.
Yeah, I think you could get it out if you wanted to. And
there's a little lockbox in there too.
yeah, so far we've only used it for clothing, for hanging jackets, but I really think that's a waste of this space. I think what we should do in the future is build some kind of a shelf and keep some of our kitchen things in here. So we're going to think about changing it to that use coming up here in the future. And below it is our what is that? Our inverter.
Yeah, down here. That's the it's the charger converter, fuse box, breaker box. So the cool thing about that is it's an inverter converter, but it has the auto detect for lithium batteries. And since we have a lithium battery installed, it automatically knows that and it charges it to the proper voltage, which is very handy. Our last camper didn't do that. I had to have a second charger to top it up. The solar panels, they'll top it up to full capacity, but if it's cloudy out, that's not good. So back to Deb so she can tell you some more about the kitchen.
And the camper does come with just a flooded cell battery, but we changed out to a 100 amp hour lithium battery so far. Right? Battleborn. So that's a nice thing. And it pretty much does what we need to do. And down there in the corner is where the inverter controls are.
Yes, the inverter controller.
Yeah, so and to turn the inverter on, you have to get down here and push a button, and you really can't see what you're pushing, but you can feel the button under there. It's one of those buttons that are underneath the surface.
Yeah, don't turn it on.
Oh, I'm not going to turn it on. It's way down there.
Yeah.
And you can't really read any of the statuses that might be displayed. The best way to read it is to take your cell phone and squat down there and take a picture and then look at what your picture says.
Yeah.
So I think Guard has been talking about moving that.
Eventually,
yeah. Okay, so that's the bed. The bed is good, especially with the memory foam topper on it.
Yeah.
And we have a kind of make it look homey. We have a nice bedspread. So, and we pile it full of pillows and blankets. It's great. So here's the kitchen now. And it's nice enough. 2 overhead cabinets. And they stay closed all right. And they do stay up all right. I've been in some RVs where they don't stay up. Yeah, so the little struts on them work well. And we might want to come up with some kind of a little latch to make sure they stay closed while traveling. We haven't had a problem yet, but I'm not confident enough in them to put like breakable dishes up there or anything that might break, or any canned goods that might fall down and bust the stove cover. It has a gas stove. No automatic lighter in it. You have to use a little,
Lighter.
Lighter, yeah. I haven't used one of them for a long time except for this, yes. The lighter. You have to use that to light it, which is okay. And we keep a pad here to protect it while we're working around it. Has oh, it's already on. The light was on. There's so many lights in there, I didn't know the light was on. It has a lighted vent hood and a vent that does vent to the outside. That's good.
Which kind of prevents smoke alarms from going off if you remember to turn it on.
If you remember to turn, is that what you said? Remember to turn it on? Yeah, if I remember to turn it on.
Turn it on.
Yeah. Okay, so cabinets, vent hood, 2-burner gas stove, and the sink is good. It's all personal preference if you like a round one or a square one. Maybe a round one leaves you a little extra counter space.
Yeah.
And it's a nice finish on the sink. It's like, maybe call that a black stainless steel. It doesn't seem to show the little rust spots that some of the stainless steel sinks in RVs tend to do. So that's good.
Because they're not really stainless steel many times.
Right. And the cover is real light. It's just plastic, but that's good because it's not so heavy. And if it were to fly off, it wouldn't break anything while you're driving. So that's good. And this is a nice faucet. It's got a spray on it. And, it's flexible. That's good.
Single lever.
I like it. We installed this. This is one of those anything keepers. We have one back there for Guard to put things in, things he needs close to him at night.
Yes. Cell phone.
Yeah. Glasses, maybe.
Glasses.
Keys.
Keys.
Yeah, all the things he needs. And this one is for things I need, like silverware. It's a good thing to keep your silverware. It has magnets here that fasten it. And it fastens real well. It'll hold a good amount of weight and still fasten, but I keep my silverware in there because this kitchen doesn't have any drawers. No drawers. Because I don't think that's the main focus of this camper. It's a toy hauler, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Now maybe you could put your silverware in here. This might be a better place. You know, I'll investigate that. We haven't been on but 2 little trips, so I haven't been able to really come up with the best use of this kitchen yet. But I'm working on it. And I've enjoyed it so far. And down below here you have a door, excuse me, not a drawer, but a door. And it's good. The bottom isn't so big, but the top is pretty big, but you've got the drain there. So a door here. Microwave's good. It's a convection. Not that I really need to use a convection in the camper. I can bake cookies. I'll just buy made cookies already made cookies.
Hey, question for you.
Yeah.
What are you sitting on?
This is something that we put in the camper for Spike's sake. Spike is our little dog, if y'all didn't know. He's our little Chihuahua Beagle. He's very, very important to us, and we worry about his well-being. And jumping up on this bed is really a big jump for him. And jumping down is even worse because we're afraid it puts stress on his back. So we have this stool that we've had for quite a few years. We got it from our friend Cheryl, and we put it in here. It's not real heavy. It's padded, so if we do bump into it, which we do because there's not a lot of room, it won't, bust our shins. And we've trained Spike that he needs to jump onto this to get on the bed and jump on it to get off, and he does. So that's great. And I think there's still room for us to get around. Yeah. We could have had something a lot bigger there.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the back. Oh, and here's one little cool thing. So this little area here that so far I haven't found its
The spice rack, they call
yeah,
it.
the best use for it yet. But it's kind of hard to get the spices in there, especially when I have these little boxes in here. But anyway, what I like about it is over here I have a light switch. So say I want to get up in the middle of the night, I can turn that on as a night light. I like that. It's kind of mood lighting. I like that a lot. So that's the kitchen. Have I forgotten anything in the kitchen?
Forgotten.
Oh, the best part too.
And the second best part.
The best part of the kitchen, right? So you may or may not find you have enough storage in the kitchen cabinets, but the refrigerator more than makes up for it.
Yeah.
Because number one, it's a Norcold. And we had an RV, a Class B, that had a Norcold, our first Class B. Boy, was that a good refrigerator. And this one I think is just as good. You can keep ice cream in here. And it's a big freezer. The ice cream stays hard. We bring ice with us to make smoothies. And the ice stays in cubes. It doesn't melt and become one big, huge iceberg, you know. It's,
blob.
yeah, so I know it's a good freezer because my ice stays nice. And it does have a little latch. Not a big one, but it's
a good latch.
It works well though, yeah.
And this is cool. You can adjust the temperature of the freezer separately from the refrigerator. So you can set them independently, which is really nice. If your refrigerator is too cold, but your freezer is not, you can raise the temperature in the refrigerator and lower the freezer. It's really nice. I like that.
The refrigerator part is very roomy, a lot of storage in it. 2 big bins, which not just for vegetables, but for anything you don't want rolling around. Has a adjustable shelf here, so you can put tall things in. And it's been good.
And this right here, there's little vents.
What's that?
So when the cold air, these glass shelves, it lets cold air fall through the shelves to get all the way down.
I didn't know that. That's a good thing. Yeah, because that's a problem. Sometimes it gets really, really cold on the top.
But not on the bottom.
Actually, in the house it does. You know that? Most refrigerators do that.
Yeah, so that was
a lot of them have solid shelves.
So there's ventilated shelves.
And a lot of storage in the door. So good refrigerator, very good refrigerator. It's a good microwave, good cooktop.
But what sucks about the kitchen is
what?
The vacuum cleaner.
Oh.
It's got this one came.
I thought I already talked about the bad points.
So this one has a vacuum cleaner built in.
Yeah.
And our 2023 model came with the hose, which I think earlier ones you had to buy the hose separately.
It's a nice sturdy hose. So all you have to do is just slide the little door over, squeeze in the, twist it in the hose, and hit the switch. And it does have a brush head, you know.
On a stick.
Yeah, it does have a brush. But if you don't want to use that hose that came with it, you can use your broom, sweep it up and have a little pile of dirt. Make yourself a little pile of dirt here and then just touch this with your toe. Sweep all your dirt into it there. So it's really great. You don't have to bring a vacuum with you.
Which is pretty handy.
Yeah, and it gets dirty in here, you know, coming and going to the beach and things. So that's great. So that's the kitchen for you.
Yeah, next we've got a bathroom. So let's show off the bathroom. Let's see what that looks like.
And we just usually, I guess, put this underneath the bed in the front storage.
Yeah, we'll just keep that up.
Okay, so here's the bathroom. And the bathroom door, there's room for it to open.
One change I'd like to make to it is that door handle. Because since it is kind of narrow here, this sticks out. I'm gonna get a European door pull. So it's gonna take a little bit of work, but that way you won't get snagged on this when you're walking through.
I've heard that those are a lot of work to put on.
It's a lot of work.
I would even be happy with just a little small knob. What do you think? Because just as long as this is the worst part.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't caught ourselves on that yet.
Yet.
We will though. Okay, here's the bathroom. And this is not too bad for a bathroom. It's actually pretty good. It's certainly bigger than a wet bath.
It has a plastic toilet, unfortunately, but it is a front flush, which is nice.
So you don't have to
Little
with it.
cabinet. There's a 110 outlet below the cabinet.
There is the cabinet. This is a nice place over there. That's a good place. We can put towels and things there.
Little sink with independent faucets. Little medicine cabinet. Hey, there we are. Whoa. And then
Looks like we use a lot of wipes. Don't you think?
Yeah, those are fun.
I think I loaded wipes and also Guard. We both did it. I think Spike might have brought his own package too.
Yeah, because we use those when Spike goes out.
Yeah.
To keep his feet clean.
Yeah, we always wipe his feet.
He hates those things, but he tolerates us.
Yeah.
And there's the shower. The shower, it's roomy for, you know, I'm 6'3" and I fit in there. We added some little hooks there to hang towels with. And it does have the water miser on it. Right here's a little valve. Oh, if you turn this down, it's pointed toward the tank. It'll go to the freshwater tank, and up it goes to the shower head. They call that a shower miser. And I'll do another video later on that, explaining more about it.
And we always keep a nice little rug in there so that we don't scuff it up. And we keep, that's a great place for a clothes basket and a trash can. That's where we keep our kitchen trash cans. Honestly, I don't know where else I'd put it out here. But that's good because, I don't know, we're probably in the shower about 1% of the time that we're in the camper.
Yeah.
If that much.
We use the bathhouses and stuff for showers.
Yeah, we try to do that.
Also in the bathroom is some of the controls. This is the solar controller to Go Power. And you can see I'm at 13.7 volts right now because it's charged up, and that the automatic detect charger has got me set for lithium. You have a water tank heater, a water heater, and your your water pump, and these little buttons here for your battery, your fresh water, hot, gray water, black water. And over here, there's some holding tanks. This is your heaters for the fresh, the gray, and the black. So you can, if you're in a cold area, you can turn them on and heat your holding tanks. And a light switch. There's also a manual opening fan. You can lock this. When I first got this, I didn't realize it would lock. But if it's pushed up, you can't turn it. You have to pull it down to turn it. So you can lock it, which, it's pretty neat. And manual controls here. Our last one had a remote control that controlled all that. But
one nice thing that I didn't mention that's kind of new for us is this bed remains a bed all the time.
yeah.
We don't have to build a bed every night and unbuild it in the morning to find a place to sit. So that's a good thing about this camper.
And it gives Spike a hidey hole. Because if we're laying in bed, sometimes he might want to go sit in the living room. If we're in the living room, he might want to go sit, lay in the bed. So he has his own little private getaway. The Chihuahua, he embraces his Chihuahua in that.
Yeah.
So, but why did we buy this camper?
I think we bought it for the living room.
Yes. So let's.
Nice big living room.
I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the living room. So stand by. All right. So that's the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen. But here is the best part. The reason that we bought this camper. And there we go. Check this out.
Is the big living room that it gives us. It's room for us to put our own chairs in it so that we're comfortable while we're camping and traveling. My IKEA chair and Guard's recliner, because I haven't been able to find any campers that have comfortable seating for myself, and Guard's not as particular as me, but I really need a comfortable chair, and that's what we can do in this toy hauler. We have plenty of room for that, and we still have room for other people too to come in here. Bring your chair if you come see us, or we'll give you a lawn chair. But there's a lot of room in here.
What we did was we took out the furniture that was here. It had a folding sofa that was attached to that wall.
That went all the way from the end way up to here. And there's the bolts where we took it out, and actually we still see some sawdust there.
Yeah.
But those are the bolts.
So there's a folding sofa there, and over here was kind of like a folding chair.
Yeah, a little one.
They kind of laid down. This one laid down and made a bed for a 6 foot less person, you know, like 5'8" or so. That one, I don't know. I guess you could put a baby crib on it. It was kind of short. It didn't make much of a bed.
I think it was just seating.
It was just seating, but it would fold up so you could put a toy hauler.
And by taking them out, we gained probably about 8 inches on each side.
Yeah.
We lost some weight, so we arrange a lot of weight towards the back when we're traveling.
Yeah, I keep all my tools back there.
Because it's got to be balanced. It's got to be, the weight's got to be right for the tongue weight to be right.
Right.
So we keep weight back here when we're traveling. What we do is we move the chairs up. We can move the recliner up. We have some bins with things in it. We can put our e-bikes back here. They fit in big tubs, so they'll fit back here because there's plenty of room to move this forward, and you can carry all kinds of stuff back there and still have room to sit.
Walk over here. Yeah, so just to here, stand over there.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, just to.
Okay, you can even rearrange the furniture in here.
Yeah, here we go. Watch.
Yeah.
So like that's how much room we have. I'd take my chair and put her chair over there, so we could have a third chair if we got company. It's really nice.
What about those e-bikes?
Yeah. So we can take our e-bikes, instead of having them in the back of a pickup truck, we can bring them in here. We can scoot the chairs forward, you know, have the chairs up to here. I can have my e-bikes back here behind the chairs, and that way we're parked at a Cracker Barrel or a Walmart or something at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't have to worry about somebody coming up there quietly and cutting chains and stealing our e-bikes because they're inside the camper with us, protected from thieves and the weather. So that's a really pretty cool thing. One of the drawbacks to it being a toy hauler is that it has a lot of tongue weight. It's like 900 pounds of tongue weight. So my Jeep Gladiator couldn't handle that, so I have the new Ford F-150, and it can handle over 1,100 pounds of tongue weight. But I also have to buy a new weight distribution hitch. So that should be arriving Friday. I ordered a new Way-Safe heavyweight. It's gonna be really interesting. From all the reviews and everything I read about it, it's gonna be a pretty nice hitch. We'll find out. But so that's that. I'll be doing a video on the installation of that. But this is our living room. It's pretty amazing.
And has some upper shelves there. There, and some lower shelves.
I'll move Deb's chair back.
And there's the wheel wells, and it's
they're steel.
Steel. So I'm thinking we might build some storage boxes, maybe for shoes and other things, and put some magnets on the bottom of the boxes, and they can, you know, attach down there and stay in place. The TV's over here. It's a little high for us, but
yeah,
we might be working on that to lower it about down to there.
It's a 32-inch 12-volt, and I'm going to work on getting it lowered.
Yeah.
And then
more cabinet.
Yeah, and it's got a Coleman Mach air conditioner. But this is what's really cool. There's over here. It's thermostat on the wall, and you can put it on off, fan low, fan high, cool low, and cool auto, cool high auto, heat, and then back to off. But what's nice about that is when you have it on auto, like cool auto or cool high auto, and you set it to a temperature, once it reaches that temperature, the compressor kicks off, and then as it slowly shuts down, the fan shuts off. So it's not always running. Our last camper, when the air conditioner was on, the fan was always on. The compressor might have been on half the time, but the fan was always on. So that makes it nice and quieter. Plus, with the air conditioner being here, it's further to the bedroom, which makes it quieter for sleeping. And it's we get the 15,000 BTU air conditioner. So it really cools this thing down nice. So, and we have the tailgate. We can drop that big old ramp I have a screen that goes on there. So if the weather's nice, like we're in Key West and we're sitting out there, we can drop the tailgate down. We can put the gates up around it, the railings, and Spike can run in and out. And he can have his own little backyard, and we can enjoy more fresh air when we're boondocking. Because you can open that up, you open the side windows up, a lot of air will come in here. So
it'll be nice in Key West.
Yeah,
That ocean breeze coming in through the back.
Yeah. Maybe not so much in Mayport because we'll be plugged in there. We'll have the air conditioner.
In Key West, it's all boondocking.
Yeah,
for us.
For
we
us.
do the boondocking, and we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of my big perks being retired Coast Guard is being able to go to military campgrounds. So I really thank the government for providing those for us. They're wonderful for vets. So that's pretty much the camper.
The big living room. We're going to try to make it look a little more homier. We do have some rugs on the floor. They're not fancy rugs, but they're big, thick mats that will take a lot of abuse, and they're comfortable on the feet.
Yeah.
And it has some blinds. Maybe we'll make some curtains, some blackout curtains. That'll be pretty. Yeah, there's a lot of decorating we can do in this room. We've never been able to do that. We never really had a big room to decorate in.
Yeah. We decorated our van nice, but this is so much room.
Yeah, the van's a little colorful and crazy.
Colorful and crazy.
Yeah. So.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. If you got any questions, leave a comment. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If I can help you anyway, let me know. And hope you all have a great day. Go out and see America. It's a wonderful place. Great place to travel. Great place to live. Can't beat it. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Okay.
Goodbye. Thanks for watching.